Hey, this is Cassie, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout outs to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, habla Cindy, está viendo Deportes TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So colorful analyst and trainer Teddy Atlas has some interesting things to say about tomorrow's highly anticipated lightweight IBF title fight between Richard COMMEY and Teofimo Lopez. Teddy Atlas believes that Top Rank, Bob Arum, and ESPN want Richard COMMEY to lose and they want Teofimo to win, all due to the fact that Teofimo Lopez is a 22-year-old Latino. He says Latino, if you could catch a young Latino like Oscar De La Hoya did with Saul Canelo Alvarez, who's a 4-division Mexican superstar boxer, if you could catch that, you know, he says then the pay-per-views start to roll in. He says then the money starts to roll in. Then he's marketable, right? This is what Teddy Atlas had to say regarding his breakdown of Teofimo versus Richard COMMEY. He said, now, Richard COMMEY lost 2 very, very close fights to Robert Easter and the Shamanov, right? He says, but at the end of the day, he lost. So even though they were split decision draw losses, you know, they were, very, very close fights, he still lost. So he says, not to mention, you have to be very, very careful when you're dealing with a young Latino fighter of this magnitude, you know, because they're a golden ticket. This is what I have to say about this. This is why we call for Terrence Crawford to not just give certain media access. This is why we wanted Terrence Crawford, you know, to be more vocal. This is why we asked for Terrence Crawford, you know, to be more outspoken. Not that he has to say, like he says, act like Floyd Mayweather or be flamboyant, flash his money in his cars and his lifestyle. No. Show your wealth, right? Because one thing that's being understated is the black dollar within the sport of boxing, right? It sells. The fact that they like to continue to push the narrative that the Mexican dollar and the Latino dollar is the selling point in the sport of boxing is the biggest, is false. Anthony Joshua is not Latino. Deontay Wilder is not Latino. Earl Spence Jr. is not Latino. Yet they do their biggest numbers. Earl Spence did huge numbers with Sean Porter, who Errol Spence himself and many others said that Sean Porter couldn't sell. Errol Spence said Sean Porter couldn't sell, you know, a family barbecue, and that was all in the build-up to the fight. But Sean Porter and Errol Spence did 350,000 pay-per-view buys. Gennady Golovkin did not do that, right? So to say this, you know, the last time I checked, the highest grossing athlete in the sport of boxing was one named Floyd Money Mayweather, who was an African American. Last time I checked, the biggest star in the sport of boxing goes by the name of Muhammad Ali. And last time I checked, he was an African American. So to say that the selling point for the golden ticket is to be a young Latino in the sport, to get your next and grasp your next Canelo Alvarez, is the furthest thing from the truth. And this is why we ask the guys in the sport of boxing that are young and African American boxers in the sport of boxing to show their wealth, show their worth, their value. They don't have to flash their dollar. They don't have to run around with $2 million in jewelry on. They don't have to flash their cars and their lifestyle in their house. But let it be known that you are and your worth is very valuable. This is what Deontay Wilder did when he sat down with DAZN and they so-called offered him $100 million. He said, I'm worth more than that. I'm valued more than that. And he walked away from the table. And you had a lot of people complaining that he shouldn't have walked away from that deal. But now you get John Skipper and DAZN coming out and apologizing for not recognizing and valuing and understanding the value of Deontay Wilder, understanding his worth. And so this is very disappointing. Am I surprised? No. But there's a narrative and there's an agenda being pushed that you have to be young and Latino to sell pay-per-view tickets. And that's the furthest thing from the truth. So in other words, Teddy Atlas is stating if Richie COMMEY win, then Top Rank, ESPN, and Bob Arum is going to take a hit. Devin Haney is young and making a lot of money. Shakur Stevenson could definitely be on this very same path as a Devin Haney, as a Floyd Mayweather, as a Deontay Wilder, as a Anthony Joshua, right? Yeah, I know, we know Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua go to head in this competitive nature. At the end of the day, they both still African-American. One is from the UK and one is from the States. But one thing don't change. They both have African-American history, heritage. And so these are the top grossers in the sport of boxing. So the narrative is being pushed that you have to be Latino to be a pay-per-view star is the furthest thing from the truth. And Teddy Atlas should be ashamed of himself. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. And also, Gervonta Tank Davis. Let's not forget about Gervonta Tank Davis and his selling power. Gervonta Tank Davis is a far bigger star than Teofimo Lopez is, by far. And he's on his same age wave. He's in his same era. Unbelievable. That's all I got for y'all, man. Peace.
Blue Blood Sport TV, baby, from the